now, and we are finally in game, ready to show you guys what happens between the Protoss and the Terran, as we have to the top left hand side the red Terran player. This is INnoVation. And to the bottom right hand side of the map, our blue Protoss player from Meliora Esports, Hurricane. Great to see Meliora dipping into the Korean scene as well, just a little bit. Great to see Hurricane coming out and taking part in this as well. So, great to see him doing well also. I mean, usually we see Hurricane in the sign-up list a lot of the time, but never always, not always making it through. We do have a probe of Hurricane going to move in towards the top side of the map and just getting itself set up and rolling here in these early stages. So probe heading in towards the upper left-hand side. INnoVation is setting himself up also now. 16 versus 17 workers, nothing crazy, just what we expect. The effective Chrono Boost coming through for the moment, and we do see the barracks is just coming up as well. Alright, so I'm just going to be seeing this probe nibbling away at that SCV, so obviously probe just trying to be a bit of a nuisance, but SCV moves and it'll be okay for now. Forces another SCV off of the mineral line, and that SCV will just chase this probe around for a while. INnoVation, no concerns at all in terms of just leaving this SCV off the minerals, so just making sure that probe doesn't cause more chaos, and we'll still even follow it down to the low ground, where there's most likely going to be a command center in the next 10 seconds or so, following on from this Nexus, which just got taken very recently as well. Climax SC2 with the Chia 200 in the chat as well. All the bits coming in today apparently for us here. How you doing, Climax? Thank you so much for the 200 bits. And unlocking a football mode giveaway for others in the chat as well. How wonderful. Thank you so much for the 200 bits. Really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. You see some love in the chat, guys, for Climax SC2. As you will see this Reaper popping down and heading down through the center of the map here for the next few moments, it seems. Reaper heading down to the south side, and we do have the reactor on the way from the barracks. A factory coming into the main base as well. And, well, command center still building too. Another gas coming up in the main base, and we do see this Reaper just going to poke on through in towards the main, looking to see what else is going on. Looking to try and do just a little bit more damage here, of course, and obviously get that early information. Would love to see the Stargate. The Stargate, which isn't built on the other side of the map, though. Stargate's actually built proxied, so that's something INnoVation can pick up on too. Where's your extra pylon? Where is your tech? You know, why don't you have anything like that just yet as a second probe goes down? INnoVation always finding so much damage with these Reapers, it feels like, in the very early stages of the game. Dark Ones with the Chia 300 as well. Again, like I've been saying, it's raining bits in here today, guys. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you, Dark Ones, for a total of 1,000 bits now today. Reaper pushed away to the right-hand side for the moment. And we are just going to be waiting for the next stage of this. But mine will burrow in the main base and mineral line. I'm just going to be seeing this Reaper of INnoVation back out in towards the center. Stalker pushing up through the middle of the map as well, and just going to try and come along here and again keep that Reaper pushed away. Oracle about to finish up on the proxy now. There is a Widow Mine in the main base, and honestly enough Marines to defend on the natural, so it's a good defense up from INnoVation, who's also building a Viking even, so a very safe play from him in general. Never react on the factory, so maybe an extra barracks is going to slip on that in the near future. Stalker at the front trying to fight, but Oracle will go in towards the main base instead, and INnoVation just pulls away to that side where there is a Widow Mine to defend. Until the Viking comes in, he will actually get some proper, proper way to kind of push this away. 2 workers killed so far, not too bad. Good defense, I'd say, from INnoVation, and again deals with it well. Engineering bay coming up behind the mineral line again, so setting that up, and barracks moving on over here, and we do see just the 2 extra barracks in general, so it is going to be 1 barracks to the tech lab for the stim pack, the other 2 building on reactors. INnoVation just getting ready for a nice straight up follow up here, as you do see the Void Ray about halfway done from Hurricane on the way out at the moment. Lots of extra gates from Hurricane. Look at this. He is not looking to slow things down. I mean, the Void Ray already spells aggression, right? And hey, I want to continue attacking. The 5 extra gates just solidify that idea in our minds. Like, hey, guys, just in case you weren't aware, I'm going to try and kill him right here and right now. We are going to be seeing 2 gates already up, which makes this 7 in total. No gases on the naturals, also a pretty big tell of this usually. The Reaper gets taken down before much more vision is given to INnoVation. He never saw these gases over here. He never saw anything in the main, so he doesn't necessarily know what's going on right now. The barracks lifts off of a reactor to build another tech lab. Actually, the barracks being on a reactor is the perfect situation right now. Pump out as many Marines as possible against this would be the dream scenario. Another couple of Widow Mines coming out there, also going to help a lot. Viking pushes back that Oracle. I mean, I wonder, do you just go into more Vikings here, or do you keep building Medivacs when you know it's Void Rays? He sees this pylon, so now INnoVation knows something is up. Instantly, a second bunker starts to come down. And these first couple of Voids are going to get ready to push forwards. We're going to see, obviously, this Widow Mine at the front going to set up as well, though. A couple of Widow Mines at the front setting up. They could do big damage if Hurricane isn't careful. I think he'll see them, though. Oracles will probably be used to come back in and Revelate. Nice Unburrow and Reburrow, and he will lose one of the Widow Mines forward, but he has a full surround on the bunker. The second bunker here is still just building up, though, so that one can't be repaired. INnoVation poking forwards for some damage. That bunker's going to fall, no cancel. He still has a full surround of SCVs on the forward bunker here. Maybe even a couple of sentries could be great to just force field away, but of course only 2 gases means there isn't a lot of gas income to really spend on sentries. Prismatic alignment about to fade on the Void Rays, which means maybe a little bit weaker in terms of trying to break through bunkers and so on. Now a shield battery at the front as well. While Widow Mines continue to set up, those Oracles should really come in here for the Revelations. They will actually change this, because it means that they'll now be able to pick away at these Widow Mines a lot more easily. And Widow Mines actually pull back a little bit towards the bunkers instead. We will see the first Widow Mine shot not able to go off. Stim is finished though, +1 about finish 2. INnoVation doing a great job buying time, if nothing else. He has got more Vikings on the way, so more Vikings rather than more Medivacs. Seems to be a decent way to kind of set up to defend against this. No attempt from INnoVation to send units across the map. Probably too obvious with the Revelation just constantly on his army at the moment. Widow Mine goes down, another new Revelation. Those Widow Lines still just being picked away at little by little. But again, now Combat Shields finishing INnoVation, getting more advantages in this game. I'm really surprised this barracks isn't back onto the reactor just to pump out even more Marines to help against this. I really thought that would have been one of the first things we'd have seen here. 3 more depths currently building. And we're just going to be seeing a couple more depths as well now on the way out too. Hurricane, all of these units getting ready to push on forwards perhaps. We'll Oracle into the main base. It's just a couple of SCVs, a quick response out of INnoVation. Here we go. We're going to see the Void Rays do have Prismatic Alignment ready if they want to try and bust down the bunker. There's Vikings here as well, though. I mean, now they're really going to have some damage output to put onto the Voids. There's only the one shield battery which is out of energy, so it's not going to be able to do a lot. I really think INnoVation's just bought enough time for himself here. We'll see what these Adepts can cause, because it depends a lot on how these Widow Mines do in terms of what they connect onto. They connect onto the back of this initially. I think Vikings in the sky are working their way through the Voids too quickly as well, though. The Adepts seem to be going down. I mean, as the Vikings get rid of the Voids, they will land and help out on the ground. And yes, a lot of SCVs lost from INnoVation, but he has the army position to continue in this game and pushing out of his natural. He's already continued to trade very, very well. The Adepts will keep on falling. I mean, a couple more warping in. INnoVation probably doesn't even want to cancel those, because he probably wouldn't want his opponent to get the money back, because he knows he can kill them anyways. Pylon goes down, shield battery goes down. He knows the Stargate's somewhere up here, and he will find it right now as well, and powers that to make sure no more tech units will come out. And it looks as though Hurricane's in some real trouble. He knows it. GG. INnoVation takes game 1 of the series. 1 map away from just going up into a 2 game. INnoVation versus Hurricane. It's a 1-0 lead for the Red Terran player to the bottom right-hand side of the map. Can he keep it up here? It is from O Gaming, INnoVation. Home Story Cup 17 champion. As he has to the upper left-hand side, the Blue Protoss player from Meliora Esports, Hurricane. In a round of 8 finish for him in the IEM Katowice tournament. A strong performance from him there after flying himself out to compete. Great hold by INnoVation. I mean, a few of you guys are talking about it in the chat already, but yeah, he bought himself the time. Time means upgrades. Upgrades means a much easier hold. It was very patient of him. He lost a couple of Widow Mines here and there. Sure, he didn't run in and try and defend them. He knew if he just sat back, waited, defended, and did it all correctly, it was going to be absolutely perfect for him, and that's exactly how it turned out. Really nicely done. INnoVation 1-0 up and 1 map away from meeting Hero in the Grand Finals. It was a 2-1 win for Hero against Dark. I see a couple of people asking that as well, so hopefully that helps to keep you guys up to date with what exactly is going on in this event. I wonder if Cyclone's better to hold that all in. I think Cyclone's actually really bad against that all in, because I actually heard the people discussing this the other day at Home Story Cup, where Widow Mines are just so much better because it zones the Protoss out a lot, whereas the Cyclones, they come up so slowly, and honestly, the Cyclone anti-air doesn't do that much. Yes, you can lock on, but yeah, you don't do that much damage. It forces the Protoss to move back, disengage, and just re-engage. Like, they don't care. Like, and sometimes they'll just let the Cyclones sit there and deal damage because they just deal damage so slowly. And it really doesn't do enough, so... Yeah, I think Widow Mines are the best response. Maybe if you don't go Widow Mines, build some siege tanks to try and fight the units from a distance, push them back, especially if there's shield batteries. But yeah, I think as well, like, we saw a lot of Cyclones to defend this, but it does seem to be that Cyclones are not the more popular way of doing this nowadays. Alright, so setting up here for game 2. Just waiting to see what the builds are going to be following this Reaper is, well, following the probe as it runs into the Reaper. Now you can follow the Reaper across the map as it is a second sorry, not a second factory, but a factory from INnoVation. And once again, just the starport coming through currently here from, it's not starport, Stargate coming through currently here from Hurricane. You know, I'd say no real surprises to get things going in that regard. Very much so as expected for the early stages of game number 2. What's the highest MMR possible? Well, Cyril hit 7.4k. Obviously, I mean, in terms of what realm of possibility, it gets very difficult from there, considering that behind Cyril is like 7k at the moment. It's pretty rough. Reaper comes back into the back of the main, and we are going to be seeing this Reaper taking some damage. Monty in the chat, me trying to hold that attack would be me evaluating my keyboard. That's one hell of a quote. I love it. Honestly, me too. I'm not very good against the all-ins, and I'm also not very good at not hitting the keyboard when I lose, so... Yeah. Another game of this PvT game 2. We're just waiting to see what goes down in the near future. Liberate on the way up, Tech Lab onto the factory. There's a few Marines from INnoVation coming in towards this mineral line on the natural, and Widow Mine just sat out in the center here as well, and Adept too off into the center as well. And Oracle going to head off to the right hand side and look to see what it can get up to. Liberator building up right now from INnoVation. This Oracle loops all the way around towards the main base here. Nexus drops down on the third base. Phoenix on the way out. Oracle into the main, and well, there's a Widow Mine in the mineral line, so it's a good decision not to kind of commit further. Sees the Liberator too, so knows that's coming across to try and harass. So good information, if nothing else, here for Hurricane. It's a bit Romy coming in with the 5-month resub. Enno is greatest of all time. Smiley face, some love for the O Gaming player. O Gaming's first professional player that they signed. We wonder if there'll be any more. I mean, yeah. I mean, what can you say? Like, the Liberator was seen by the Oracle. No surprise that the Phoenix come in and catch it here. Just trying to play around this Widow Mine, but unfortunately will not happen. Great micro from Hurricane. Gets rid of that Liberator right there. Thank you again, Aromi, for the 5-month resub. Do appreciate it. As we see a couple more gates coming down. The Forge of the Twilight Council coming up as well at the moment. Hurricane continuing to build up here currently. Few Phoenix gathering up. The Oracle just here as well. Finally revelating this Widow Mine to lift it and kill it. Finally Hurricane gets rid of that threat on the map. Zone third Nexus setting up. Gonna go Glaives. So gonna play Phoenix Glaives here. Interesting stuff. Don't see a lot of Phoenix Adept nowadays. It gets mixed in now and again, so intrigued to see how Hurricane tries to make this work. As for the moment, INnoVation stemming combat shields, +1 attack, just building into that bio play. Not being overly eager, not committing in too quickly or anything along those lines. Just plain, simple bio play. First Widow Mine shot will get a kill here on a Phoenix. Finally finding something with a Widow Mine as Hurricane just commits a bit too far. Marines in a good position as well to zone out that Oracle. Not enough Phoenix here to really just engage into those Marines and kind of start lifting them all up and instant killing them, so that works out as well. Let's continue to gather back up together towards the top side of the map. 5 more gates finishing shortly. Templar Archives will finish very soon as well, so it's about to finish up here as Hurricane will continue down to the south side of the map. This command center from INnoVation building up on the third base here, so building up on that third, we are going to be seeing Phoenix and the Oracle from Hurricane back up into the center, and Well, Widowmines, Marines, a tank, and Medivacs. All of this gathers up right now from INnoVation. We'll get ready to push in towards the spare base location. Another couple of Zals just warping in. You see Widowmine in the middle of the map, or two just getting picked up. I mean, just stray, not really sure what was going on there. Well, though, the Phoenix out of location, so they're not here to defend against this attack, and INnoVation is just going to shred his way through the third base. Going to absolutely destroy this base, and, well, shield battery goes down, the pylon will go down as well. Very easily done. I mean, simple from INnoVation. Phoenix out of position, and with Phoenix builds, I mean, sometimes it's not enough on the ground. That was definitely the situation right here. Revelation will drop from a distance. Charge isn't even done yet, and this is a lot of Zealots to have without charge. The Zealot's actually somewhat useful, so right now, just going to get kited away, and as INnoVation keeps pushing forwards, these supply blocks, Hurricane, I think Hurricane might just be dead. Again, without charge, these Zealots are going to blow up before they even touch the Marines, so not even friendly fire coming in. Nice lifts from the Phoenix to try and shut down the Widowmine attacks, but, well, again, the Zealots just die. As the Zealots die, what else is there to be done? Plus 2 armor, sorry, is going to maybe go down. He's actually going to turn and fight against the Phoenix, try and target some of these down. Zealots coming forwards as well. Another couple of Widowmines will start to burrow. A couple of shots on Zealots here will help to just clean them up that little bit more easily, and again, the Marine count is still pretty good. No Medivacs here anymore. The Phoenix have gotten rid of those, but, I mean, do you really need it when you still have this many units pushing in? The tank will come forwards as well. The Twilight Council will now be killed. No charge upgrading without charge. Well, how do you ever fight this? I mean, we saw how useless the Zealots already were, and they're going to continue to fight this. You're going to see Widowmines going off. Phoenix taking some hits. Archons are going to try and come forward here. They're going to get hit by Widowmines. He's going to absolutely destroy those Archons. And that's going to be GG's. And that's going to be INnoVation taking game number 2. And the series, he's going to be going